I've been all in my phone, I got options. And I don't wanna tell you to drop it, but I don't wanna play your fair. Yeah, something that makes me look at you too often. Oh, baby, you can give it something. Baby, I can run all the time. Baby, I'm talking crazy. I need you running my space, but I need it, baby. I'm late, but I still can check in with you. I know that I need my friends, but I wouldn't wanna leave. You know, I wouldn't wanna bleed. Even my heart, my mind, and my body. My mind, my body. My body says my mind, and my heart. My body says I don't know what it is. I can't tell you what it is, but you got me going crazy.
Hey, happy Saturday. What's up? Mic check 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me? I hope y'all can hear me. Hey, Kimberly. Hey, girl. Hey. How are you this evening? Can you hear me? I hope you can hear me, Kimberly. Because I
Yes, I hear
see,
you. Can you hear me?
yes, I can hear you. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. How are you this evening?
Oh, child, I am exhausted.
Oh, you and me both.
Exhausted,
Oh my
figuratively and
God.
literally.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you made it.
Let me see if
Oh,
I can get earpads.
Hello, hello, hello.
hey, what's up? Just read my book. Good evening.
Hey, how's it going? Good to see you guys. I missed y'all.
I missed y'all too. Oh God, girl. It feels good to be here. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. It feels good to be here, and I'm so thankful to have you ladies here. How are you doing? Kimberly's exhausted. I'm exhausted. I hope you got the energy, girl. Just read my book. I done packed my notes away, so I am gonna wing it, y'all. Okay, I'm winging it because I watched this last week. I wasn't feeling good last week, so I apologize to everybody. What's up, Chef Honest One? Hey, boo. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. So while we're getting together and getting things together, I do have at least my notes, and I'm gonna do a recap of last episodes 3 and 4 before we get into 5 and 6 of season 2 of Bridgerton. Okay, and as you can see in the description, well, the title, will Edwina and Anthony get married? Will they? I don't know. But welcome, welcome, everybody. I'm glad that you came through. What's up, Chef on this one? Thank you so much for coming through. So I got my two co-hosts here with me, Kimberly Black and Just Read My Book. And so every Friday we review the season of Bridgerton, okay? And we are on season 2. And so just to give y'all a brief recap of last season. So episode 3, which is the theme was a bee in your bonnet, okay? And Shamra family visits the Bridgerton's country estate Aubrey Hall. Flashbacks reveals the traumatic death of Anthony's father, Edmund, from a bee sting, explaining Anthony's fear of love and loss. Y'all all know if you watch that, Anthony fears of getting, falling in love and all that. He just want to marry for the cause, right? During a chaotic game of Pall Mall, Kate bonds naturally with the Bridgerton family, and the chemistry between her and Anthony grows stronger. A tense moment involving a bee sting on Kate causes Anthony to panic, revealing how deeply affected he is by her. And then in episode 3, I'm all over the place, y'all. In episode 4 of last week, we went over victory. So preparations begin for the grand ball at Aubrey Hall. Edwina encouraged Kate and Anthony to get along, believing Kate's disapproval is the only obstacle to a proposal. During hunting trip and later at the ball, Kate and Anthony struggle to hide their attraction to each other. Daphne notices immediately that Anthony has far stronger feelings for Kate than for Edwina. Despite the growing tensions and near romantic moments between Kate and Anthony, the episode ends dramatically. Oh, Lord. Of course, I'll get a phone call. With Anthony proposing to Edwina instead. I'll be right back. Y'all can take over for a minute.
Hey, Kimberly.
Hey, how
Hello.
are you? Can
Oh,
you hear me?
yes, I
Can you?
can now.
Oh, okay.
Uh, yes. So, um, oh, I'm sorry, I'm distracted. Go ahead. Um,
So during the
yeah.
hunting, during that hunting episode with in the episode 2, season 4, they really, Kate and Anthony have a love hate relationship that they end up making, connecting on a more personal level. They started breathing each other's air with the bee sting. They started holding each other's gaze in their each other's eyes. They just really start showing their emotions and affections to each other outwardly, where everyone can see it. And as Jill said, Daphne and everyone actually notices that they are more entwined than they would like to everyone to believe. It's becoming where they can't keep it a secret. It's no longer going to be a secret. The cat's going to be out the bag. Episode 4 ends with Anthony and Kate unable to deny their connection any longer, setting up an emotional conflict for the rest of the season, to be honest. At the Feathertons family, their financial problems worsens as cousin Jack hides his secrets about his wealth. Eloise continues to investigate Lady Whistledown and becomes intriguingly involved with the political radical that she meets down there in the village. And Collins visits, I can't speak either, Morena Crane, and begins to ask questions about his purpose in life. And so that was pretty much episode 4. And today we're going to be talking about episodes 5 and 6. 5 and 6. What do you think about the beginning of episode 5? Uh,
Um,
how it started off?
I really, I loved it. I like the way that it started right. Well, for me, it picked up like right at the beginning. It was not long drawn out. It was right to action, and the part they got for me was when uh what is it? She a lady or Madame Bull? Madame the dressmaker Delacroix? Would you there? Hello? Okay. Well, guys, so for episode 5, Madame
Can you hear
Delacroix,
me?
which is oh now I do. Could
Oh,
you
okay.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. You can hear me.
No, I got you now. So you were asking me about the opening of episode 5?
Episode 5 is when the queen. Well, you did say did episode 5. I think did it start off with the queen, or did it start off with the seamstress? I thought it started off with the queen.
It probably did. I don't quite recall, but where it started, where it began for me, was at the dress shop.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead. So yeah, so you can tell apart before that with the queen.
That she would personally host Anthony and Edwina's wedding because Anthony did propose to Edwina, and she said she's going to hold the festivities and she's going to sponsor the festivities with all the finest. She's even paying for Edwina's dress, and that's when she goes. I think they show the scene where they're at the dressmakers, and now there's no limit to the budget of what her fine dresses can be. Right?
Right, because the queen sent her there, which is working out great because they don't have to find any way to come with the money to to foot that themselves, because
Right.
you know money is.
It's issue,
Hmm?
right? Yeah, money
Yeah,
is an issue. Yeah, go ahead.
right. So
I'm
when
here.
they,
Sorry, y'all. Whew.
it's all right. We're just at the beginning. Hey, for
Okay.
soldier.
Hey, foot soldier. Okay, I'm right. I'm here.
Okay.
Whew.
We were
So
we were leading the conversation with the Queen announcing that she's going to sponsor the wedding for Edwina and Anthony, and that she's all costs is not a thing. And then we were leading into where they were at the seamstress and uh, they yes.
Oh, okay. Y'all know I packed my notes up. Child. I'm in here packing up. I'm like, you don't even know how much stuff I can't find, child. I'm moving too fast.
Okay, so so since the queen is the one that is sponsoring this whole, the wedding, of course it is, and again, this is this it's the queen and it is the season. This is her diamond match.
Yes,
And a
yes,
wedding is coming out of this, right? So of course, no holds barred. She pulls out all the stops. So there is no budget when it comes to this. The queen, so they
exactly.
right. So they go to the dressmakers, and Penelope goes in there, and while Penelope's in there, and they're designing for the wedding party, not just the bride, her whole wedding party. Madame Delacroix says, maybe Lady Whistledown will mention that I'm doing the whole bridal party, that I'm the designer for the whole bridal party. So Penelope looks at her and kind of says, well, is it the business that I'm giving you bringing people?
Right. Yes.
Yeah. But then Delacroix hits her back with, oh, nobody more than you should understand that when it comes to a woman's business, there are no limits.
I,
Ka-ching!
She threw
mhm.
that ball back in her court, didn't she?
Didn't
She
she?
sure did. She sure did. Like, how dare you? You done pulled
Uh-huh.
me into your stuff and talking about, and I bring it by four because you know,
Yeah. Plus,
you
I
got
mean,
me doing stuff for you.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
and I
yeah,
could get more if I get caught, you know what I'm saying?
right. And then,
Yeah.
yeah, you bring me some nice local business, but do you know what this does for my career? For the
Okay.
queen? A whole bridal party? I'm solidified.
Exactly.
You better get out there and put that in that paper.
Exactly. So I can have a whole town and more who's coming from all the outer parts. Like, who did your dress? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, let's go. So
And when
yeah,
it
that was something else. Them two had me cracking up.
that
Yeah.
was okay.
While they were at the seamstress, that really um, Edwina and Kate, while she was trying on her dress, Edwina is steady trying to keep her sister engaged and how excited she is about this coming up wedding and saying how wonderful a time they're going to have. when they travel and they're gonna see snow and and Edwina, Kate is just like, uh, I
Upselling
she's just like really like having a hard time swallowing all of this happiness for her sister. It's just she's happy for her, but she's not because she's still struggling with her emotions,
Mm-hmm.
and lying to herself.
Mm-hmm. And a deep,
it.
in deep denial, of course, as well. She's just like, okay, this just got to happen. And this is where my feelings changed when I was saying last week, how, I just think at this point, you just need to stop.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, you know what? Let me be honest, because now it's real deep feelings.
And Lady Danbury gave her fair warning. She said, "You need to be honest. You need to be honest. You
Yeah,
need to
but
tell
at
your
that,
feelings."
at this point, there's no going back. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
yeah, it's
it's
too
like,
late now. She gave her fair warning before it got there. But
mm,
may I say again, these girls are beautiful.
they are very.
Those sisters are so pretty, and I kept trying to think of who Kate reminds me of, and it finally came to me. She looks like Claudia Jordan
mm, I
with
don't
a
know who
tan.
that is.
She looks just like Claudia Jordan with a tan. You know who
Mm,
Claudia Jordan is?
probably, I suck with names, girl.
Okay.
I would have to see him. I probably do. I'm sure I do. I
Okay.
suck with names. But so after that, we'll wait. Okay, so we went there with the now did we get to the now is the dinner is after that, right?
Part
Let me look
is
at the news.
no, the next. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, we
Yes.
can.
Shoot.
I can hear you. You can hear us, Kimberly?
Next part is when
Hello?
Anthony comes. Yeah, can y'all hear me?
Yes, we can
Now.
hear you. Can you hear us?
The next part is when Anthony comes to the house. And they're coming returning. The girls are returning from shopping at the seamstress. Kate comes back to the house with all her packages and stuff, and then Anthony is there waiting on her with the ringsman to measure the ring. That's the next part. The size of the ring for Edwina's wedding band, a ring that he's supposed to be giving her from his
Mhm.
mother. Yeah, and then he
Oh,
shows
yes,
up
the
there.
ring. See, I don't
Mhm.
have my notes. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all lead and I'll just speak on that. Yeah. Jesus.
So I don't have no notes either, really. I'm just because I got the back on the movie. The TV is on,
Well,
so I
I will tell you that I knew right away. I said when that man said try it on Kate's finger, I knew. I said the damn ring's gonna get stuck. Don't do this to me, and they did it to me anyway. Damn it.
Yeah, because you see, he had to give it a little push to get it on there. I
Hmm.
said, "Oh Lord." Yeah, I'm like, here we go. You know what? You should
Right.
have that's what I thought. I said, watch this there. Who's who, foot soldier? Who you talking about? Yeah, and did you see they face? Like, what? Why you what Adrena's face? She
Right.
looked like, what in the hell is going on? Why you got my man mother's ring on? Like, what's
Okay.
going on
That's
here?
like trying on my veil. What the hell you doing?
Ooh, yes, girl. I was like, "Ooh, Lord, yeah, that wasn't good." But I'm glad it came off finally.
They just threw out. It was like a comedy of errors with them. They keep finding themselves in these moments, and
Mm,
it's like, and they're going through so much trying to avoid each other that they keep stumbling into each other. They're always having these moments.
mhm,
You said, mhm, mhm. Did you see when
mhm.
she went to go hide and she was in the pantry? And when she went to come out and she saw him, she turned around and ran back in there and closed the door. She took
Well,
off running.
that's far. That's afterwards.
Oh,
That's after yeah. We didn't get to that part yet. Because that
okay.
would be after the wedding scene,
Was that
right?
And
after that? I don't think that was after that, was it? Excuse me.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, no, it wasn't. It's after the dinner scene.
Mhm. So,
after the ring
what's next?
situation, so after the ring situation and the ring was fitted on the wrong on actually the right person's hand because we all know it was put on it was put on Kate's hand. They ended up going promenading through the park as they always do. All the social butterflies go out and they stroll the stroll, and Kate goes to take a boat ride with this young man. Could be a good suitor for her if she wasn't already in an entangled relationship.
Oh yeah. The boat ride.
Right.
Uh-huh. And it
And
was
she
because
wasn't gonna go. She
he
she
was
kept trying
into
to.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was saying because he was interested in, all the things unless he was just making it up.
Yeah.
Like I
I
want
think
to
he was
go
really
there
interested.
too. And he
Yeah, I
was
think
like,
he was
yeah.
interested in her. I think he was really interested in Kate, the guy on the
Hmm.
boat with her. But she's not interested in him because, of course, she's interested in Anthony, but don't want to tell nobody. And so she tells him her story about she's going to return back to her maiden land and become a governor and a teacher and have her own house. And her mother and her sister's going to stay there, with Anthony and live in lap of luxury. And I guess she's going to go back to being the struggling. It's
Yeah,
her
she
Well,
said
plan.
she was going to
she wasn't
teach.
gonna
She
struggle.
said
She
she
was
was going
gonna.
to teach, and
Yeah,
she
she was
said
gonna become a
teaching,
governess.
yeah,
Yeah,
and she had
but.
big ideas just about being a single home. She still was
Hmm.
thinking the single life.
Yeah.
Basically. Hmm. But yeah,
Yeah,
and
she
then when they fell
was.
in that water, child, everything.
Oh, but before then, just before then, remember she didn't want to go. She didn't want to be bothered with the fellow, and Lady Danbury chin checked her like, run along, go and get on the boat, move.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then she smiled at her and walked away with that cane. Boy, she works that damn cane. She pimp walk with the cane. You see her shaking and swaggering when she walks with her cane. She just gets
Hmm.
that. She looked at her.
Yeah,
She
cause
told
she
her,
she because I think even then when they did have the talk, when she said, because I remember we were thinking uh that they just came up, but it was Danbury, Lady Danbury, who invited the grandparents to the dinner.
yeah, because they had already been in town, and Kate did
No,
not take advantage. They
she
arrived with. She said they arrived last night, but see, the Lady Danbury and Kate already had this conversation saying that they were coming, that they would do that, and she told her that she needed to be honest, tell what was going on. Okay, but she never did let her mother or her sister know that they were there. And so when Lady Danbury announced it, she's like, yes, they'll be here at dinner. They arrived
But
last
it
night.
was
They'll be here
I
today.
know, but I meant like when last season, but it wasn't revealed that Danbury was the one who invited them. I didn't find out. I found this out, you know,
Wait a minute.
this episode because when she went in there and started saying, like, look, it's too late now. Like, you better not mess
Yeah,
this up. You had
right.
your chance, and that's what she said. You know, she said, yeah, and that's when they said thank you. When they walked in and said thank you for the invite, I was like, oh shoot, I didn't realize
Mhm.
that Danbury was the one who invited them. I was thinking, they heard about the wedding, so they came. That's what I
They
was
did, but
thinking.
she
They
invited them
did.
to that dinner.
Yeah, they heard about the wedding through the news media, whatever that news
Right.
media is, or through their circle,
Oh
you know.
yeah,
But
okay,
then
yeah.
the invite to the actual dinner was by Dandridge.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay, got you. Okay, I thought it was like the whole, telling them to come and all that. Okay,
Mm-mm.
gotcha. Okay,
Oh,
gotcha.
I would have ate her up for that. Not my Lady Danbury. She does not roll that way. As a matter of fact, don't you talk about her like that?
Well, she has all rights to invite them, because
But she
she
didn't.
knows her.
But she didn't do that. Being on, she didn't do that stuff on no sly sneak tip. She didn't invite them without. They were already there. So she's like, well, since we know they're coming, let me get ahead of this thing.
That's the
Mhm.
proper thing to do anyway. You know,
Right.
really.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely.
It is.
You might as well. Hmm.
But that dinner was something else. So are we at the dinner yet? Yeah. So we come to the dinner now. Are we there yet?
No. Now
Don't
we're not.
you got? Oh, we sound. I told you I don't. I packed my notes.
So the next scene is when
I thought you left your notes too.
I've got mine here. I've got mine, but I don't know. I'm trying to figure out where y'all are fit. Oh well, okay, we can go by mine. Okay. Well, I actually don't have much about the dinner because
Can y'all
You
hear me?
don't?
no, because
Because I'm
that
steady
wasn't a
talking,
big
but ain't
deal to
nobody.
me.
Can you
But
Can
hear
y'all hear
I
me?
mean,
us,
I remember, but I didn't write it down because I,
Kimberly?
Yes.
huh?
Kimberly, we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I hear y'all very well, but I'm steady talking to everybody. Y'all still
Oh,
talking
I
like y'all
didn't
can't
hear
hear
you.
me.
You know
Oh
what it
no,
is?
we
We have
didn't
a
hear you.
delay.
I
There
didn't
is a
hear you.
there's a serious delay.
Oh, is there a delay?
Yeah, there's a delay because it once we say something to you, it takes a while, and then when you answer, I think then I start talking or she starts talking, and it's like we're talking over each other.
Oh, okay. Well, I was saying the next scene, we're not at the dinner yet. The next scene after that is they cut to Eloise meeting down in the market in the village, and
Oh
she
no,
goes
not
to
yet.
see that this political guy that she becomes quite intrigued with. He's a
Oh
Yeah,
political
but
activist.
yes,
yeah, but
yes,
we're not there
yes.
yet either.
Yeah, I'm watching
Huh?
it on. I'm actually got my
She got
TV
it
on
on the
the.
TV.
There's
I'm
something
watching
that
it
came
scene by
before then.
scene.
Yeah, but I wrote my notes in order. So before
Okay.
that happens, before that's coming up. But before that happened, Lady Bridgerton was talking to Anthony. She didn't sugarcoat anything. She went straight into him and cut to the chase. And she was telling him that he needed to halt the marriage because it was obvious that he had feelings otherwise. She called him
Hmm.
wanting Kate. Hello.
Yes,
Uh,
yes, because is that the same part where yeah, she did. She said, "Yeah, you should halt the marriage," and then I'm gonna be
Yeah.
quiet.
No, well, yeah, because I know I got that. I had Lady Danbury, then Lady Bridgerton, and then after that, boom, you got it, Kimberly. That's about Eloise. 'Cause I wrote in big bold letters. Eloise ditched Penelope for a man.
right,
She
Gonna get
sure
out of town.
did,
right.
and lied, and you see how Penelope went to that maid and lied too, so she could know where she went.
Yeah, she
Didn't
said she
she?
was going to look for her brother a wedding gift. That's what she told her.
No, she said she told Penelope that she told the brother that she was going to be with Penelope picking out flowers.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And Penelope was like, oh yeah, we're gonna be doing that later. And as soon as he left, she done went in there to that maid and said, "Oh, I forgot. Eloise is supposed to be something. She like, I told her to stop going down there. It's not safe."
Mm. Penelope got some bullshit with her, huh?
Penelope is a mess, but you could keep all these secrets, but can't nobody lie to you.
Okay. But what I said, oh, Eloise, you ditched her for a man. I was like, all right, girl.
She sure did. She was feeling that man. She like,
Ooh. And
okay.
I love that little rally thing they went to.
Mm-hmm. Cause
I
I
love
love the scene when they met. Remember, she was like, I was thinking, cause I like to read books. It sounds
yeah,
so innocent.
right?
I like to read books, but it was so cute of he was like, well, you know what? I was thinking of you, and I thought that these books that I read that you might read. I was like, oh, look at this. That is too sweet. How
Wasn't it
innocent is
cute?
that?
Just so
That was
awkward.
cute. That was awkward. I was like, just get it out. Get it out. But you see, she knows she goes for what she wants. Okay.
Yeah. Now let me ask y'all something. When Penelope went to the maid line and got the ups on where
Eloise
Eloise
went.
was going. Did y'all notice the expression on Penelope's face?
Oh yeah, she was disgusted.
She was, but it didn't look like because see, at first you would think, well, maybe she doesn't want her getting too close because she can figure out who she is. But that wasn't the expression on her face. The expression on her face was like, you're with him. Why are you with him? It looked different to me. It's not like she was getting too close so that she could find, and find out that she's whistled down. It almost was more like an envious or jealousy thing, the way she looked. What do y'all think? Did you see that?
I
Mhm.
think I don't know. I think it was because she scared she gonna get found out.
What do you think,
I just
Kimberly?
think because she keeps saying, remember how she got disgusted at, because Eloise still keep expressing her feelings about the whistle down.
Mm-hmm.
And so that puts a nasty taste in her mouth already. Cause Eloise, like, oh, she could be right. She's so, she don't have too much kind
Yeah,
words.
she's very critical of Lady
She's very
Whistledown.
quick, so she don't
Yeah.
like it. And then it's kind of like because every conversation, she always got something,
Yeah.
negative to say, and she scared she gonna get caught because she almost got caught by her. And to know,
Mm-hmm.
and she saw her with the news, the one who the errand boy.
Right. And see, the
So
first time when she came across, when she realized that you could tell that her anxiety with that was that, she didn't want to become found out. But this time, that expression on her face almost looked like
she mad
jealousy.
because she lied to
Envy.
her. It's because she lied. Remember,
Okay, I
she
didn't think
told
about
her. Remember when she asked her, she was like, "You need to stop. You shouldn't be going down there, and you need to say you ain't going down."
that.
And
Mhm.
remember, she said, "No, I'm not. No, no,
Yeah,
I'm not going back down there." So to find out that you lied to me, and then you are going down there, so now
Right.
yeah.
you ain't
But not
telling me.
once,
So
but twice.
Yeah.
I think that's what made her mad because she just told her when she said to stop going, when they talked before that, she told her, don't go down. She was like, no, I'm not going down there anymore. So to turn to
Back
find
around
out
and
the
go
maid,
again and
and
find
say,
out.
and soon as she go talk to the maid, and the maid said, you just told me you
Yeah.
wasn't going down there no more. So that's what it
Yeah,
is.
that
It's
put
kind of
Penelope,
like
that sent
what
a red
kind of
flag up for
right.
Penelope.
So she kind of like, damn, we supposed to be cool. But
Yeah, I think
this
I, I,
whole
I feel like
time,
I felt something else in there.
I feel like it's a get you mad. You mad because she's lying to you and y'all supposed to be friends
But
deeper
she's
than
lying.
that. But you lying too.
Hmm.
So I mean, you can't be mad
Well,
at
you're
her.
not.
It's
She's
like,
not lying to her, but she's deceiving her. Which deceit is just a lie unspoken. It's still the same thing. It's a lie, but she's deceiving her. But Eloise told a flat out lie to Penelope.
but I'm just saying, you doing a
Yeah.
whole. That's big. You writing about my family. You writing about everybody in town. And shoot, how about you liking my brother? You ain't told me that yet. I
Okay.
mean, I'm just saying you got
Hmm.
a lot of secrets for you to be mad that she
Yeah.
this one thing. But
Right.
can you blame her? Because every time she told you about you trying to deter her from going there. Oh, you don't you I don't think you should be. So why should she tell you?
Yeah. In the
She
meantime,
feel like
you
you
going
trying to.
down into the same area trying to buy
Exactly.
newsletters and
Exactly. So it's kind of like you disgusted with her for breaking your trust, but you're breaking a whole lot of stuff, honey.
Yeah.
So it's
Mhm.
kind of like you can't be mad at her for
It's a
that.
hypocrite. She's a
Yeah, she's
hypocrite.
being a hypocrite. You
Yeah.
are. And
I'm
so
going to
for
tell you
what
this.
Hypocrite.
she
Well,
just
all
told
of that
you,
is true. And I didn't look at it that way. All of that is very true. But there's still something else. Maybe it's just me, but I still feel like I think the main thing is this. It's pretty much they've kind of like almost had this pact where they're swearing off men. It's not about us getting married and doing that. We want to be free and all of this. We don't care about marriage and all of this stuff. But see, deep down, Penelope does. She really does
Yeah,
want that.
Penelope.
Yeah,
Penelope
she
does
wants.
care about
no,
marriage,
she
and
does care
yeah,
about marriage.
yeah,
She
she wants to
never
Yeah,
be in that
denied.
but
society.
She
but
never
she
denied.
uses that.
She
But she
never
kind of uses.
denied that she never denied that she's that she never said she's not interested.
Well, kind of. She's
She said she
alluded
was
to.
never she said she was never like they never suited her. Like it's all about her sisters.
It
You know what I'm
is.
saying? So that's the only, but she never said she didn't want to. It's that
Well,
her
well,
mother is
kind
not.
of. Kind
Oh,
of
I
because
didn't hear.
she agreed with a lot of
Oh,
things that
the
Eloise
hell?
says, like about being able to have a freedom as being a woman, and a lot of that you can't if you get married. During those times, if you once you're married, you no longer have that option, and so she was agreeing with all of those things, but she really does want to be in that. She really
But
does.
I think it's about the forced marriage, not so much of. I think it
Well,
was more
yeah.
like the forced marriage. Like, why can't I marry when I get ready? And especially to someone who I want to marry, not
Mhm.
being
Right.
pushed and forced. So I think that's what Penelope was agreeing with. Like, I don't want because Eloise, like, I don't want to, like, you're pushing me. I should want to just go. I think that's Eloise look at it. Like, I'm not ready right now. And I don't want to be pranced around like I'm for sale. You know what
Right,
I'm saying? That was
right.
her problem with the whole thing. It's like I don't want you to be
Yeah,
having
but
me out here like I'm on sale, like I'm for
yeah,
show,
but not
like a
only
show and
that,
tell.
also because of the way that women are looked at in society at that time. That's it. You have no more worth, no more value. You need to know how to do your needlework. You need to be able to have children and plan parties. And she was opposed to all of that. It's like no, I don't. That's not what I want to do. And they were both in agreement with that, but it seems like Eloise is more staunched at it, more on her stance with that. But Penelope, she really does want that. But it looks like now, you know, that Eloise is, sneaking off. You lied to me, and you sneaking off, and you're seeing a man. You're sneaking off to see a man. To me, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting like a little. I don't know. It feels like a little. I don't know if it's jealousy or envy.
I don't know.
All right, well, I'm gonna leave.
I mean, it could be either or. I mean, you could be right. Shoot. I just see it as,
I just
she
glad
feel,
it
but
just tickled
she
Pete
just
that
feel
Eloise ditched
betrayed.
her for
Yeah.
a man. I love it.
So now this is, and I ain't gonna say it too. Now I think we are at the dinner, right?
Yes, we at the dinner.
So listen, first of all, and this was our argument last time. Just read my book, and I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh no, what you gonna wait?
No,
What?
no, no. But at that dinner,
Hmm.
how do you feel? First of all, let's talk about the scene. So the scene when they show up, you know,
The parents, the
the
grandparents.
parents, the grandparents, they show up. Um, you know, everything is everything. And they sit there, everybody seems happy. The mother was even trying to get a little comfortable. Like, hey, they here now. So shit.
Hmm.
The hell we gonna do about it? Edwina was overly excited because she never met them.
Right.
And so the whole scenery sitting at that table, but that mama, oh, that mama,
Joe.
listen, I just was like, this is ridiculous. That I just felt so embarrassed for um the mother, okay? Because this ain't the place to be even talking all this stuff. Like
No,
I just didn't even
very
understand why she
disrespectful.
was even so disrespectful, disregarding everybody trying to like move it along. Even the husband
Hmm.
was trying to like, okay, it was just crazy and the insulting and just now how do you feel now about Kate going to them? You know what I'm saying?
Asking for the stipend,
Exactly.
the money, the what do they call it? The diary.
The
Dowry.
Well,
diaries. How do you feel now? Because you hear everything that she said. You heard she told you the mother said, no, you didn't want, you cut us off. You told us you didn't want no parts of my child or anything of it. And you see how she was even still taking up knowing what Kate did, you know, talking about that man. It was like, like our children, trying to steal, even though so you got smacked in your face, Kate, because she still wasn't trying to acknowledge you. You know what I'm saying? She still kind of talked like you were disgust with that man, that man and this guy. She was like their father, our children. Like you still was getting there, and you said you want nothing to do with. I thought it was the other way around. I thought that the mother didn't want them, want Edwina in their lives. You know what I'm saying? Around them
You
because of
know,
that, but it was the other way around. The mother actually, which I said, yeah, she disowned them, kind of, But yeah, that is exactly what happened. She said they didn't want no parts of her, or
hmm.
the daughter in Kate. I was like,
Hmm.
wow. Mm.
But
well, my thoughts of the dinner was it was looked like it was a very uncomfortable situation for everybody sitting at all eight or nine or however many was sitting at that table.
Mm.
The mother, because the mother, to me, kept throwing the grandmother kept throwing
Uh-huh.
shots. She was throwing subliminal shots because she kept when they said, "Oh, Kate and Anthony, they went out shooting," and then the grandmother
Uh-huh.
said, "Oh, they teach women to shoot in India," and Kate said, "Yeah, the fortunate ones, but and
Exactly.
she was making little digs at her, and even when
Uh-huh.
when her daughter, the grandparents, she didn't even really acknowledge her own daughter because she said when they even first got there and they were standing there before they even went to go sit down at the table, she asked her, she said, "Hi, mother and father," and they didn't even acknowledge her. They looked her way and then turned around and looked the other way. They didn't even say, "Hello, my daughter. It's so good to see you. Oh,
Uh-huh.
I missed you. I love you." None of that. They turned around and said, "Come on," and told the granddaughter, "Let's go." Let's go sit down and have
Right.
dinner. They didn't acknowledge that woman at all. She was a thorn in their side after she decided to marry
Mhm.
beneath her pay grade, against her, beneath her.
She
That was
said her pay grade.
that was the that was girl. I mean,
You know what, Kimberly?
That was
That just hit me for real just then. I'm like, first I heard her say it, then I'm like, damn, Kimberly said that.
yeah. I
but
said,
I'm just saying it was
Pay grade.
disgusting. It was very disgusting.
it
And
was to
and
me.
the mother still was trying to hold her uh composure
And
throughout all of that.
one other part that this really just perturbed me is when they sitting at the table and she says, the grandmother says, and it's just an honor for the queen to be she's to be honoring our granddaughter as a to be
A
hosting our
diamond.
granddaughter as a
Mhm.
diamond, and we're gonna be here. And so Kate said, "Well, how long are y'all planning on staying? We staying to the wedding. We stay,
Through
and
the whole
whole
thing
thing.
because she's gonna be such and such, and that was the thing. They
Yeah,
as long as they were up front,
yeah.
that and they had the exposure and all of that, they didn't care because it was like, oh yeah, because ain't no way we giving, you
We
gonna
done
have
lost
to
ones. They done lost ones. They feel like they have
exactly,
lost their status. And
exactly.
I don't think they lost their status, but they felt some kind of way. They felt like they were deprived being a part of the elite because their daughter chose to go to vote down to go.
Uh-huh.
And
Hmm.
so and I just think that was
It was
I don't
disgusting.
it actually I don't know it brings back so
I was
many
so proud
remnants
of
of slavery. To me, it brings like slave. It just brings a
it.
bunch a whole
Did.
bunch of negative stuff. Like you can't be sit with us, you can't eat with
Yeah,
us. That
yeah.
all that kind of shit. That's
Thank you,
It
that's
was
baby.
irritant.
disgusting. I was in there clapping. I was so proud of Anthony. Like, oh hell, even though he was mad at the situation, but when he kicked them motherfuckers and he said no, and you'll wait outside for your carriage. You getting all the way the fuck out of the house. When he kicked them out. So how do
Yeah,
you feel? I was like, yes, Anthony, yes. He said, and wait outside for your carriage. You getting all the way out my fucking
yeah,
house. Okay.
yeah. Because they started airing that grandmother started airing all the dirty laundry. Right? Yeah,
Yes, she
start.
did.
She started airing all the dirty laundry about what her daughter had did. She sailed away with the man and left society, and she just was doing. He was if he didn't stand up, and that was his house. That's Aubrey house's,
Exactly.
their residence.
Exactly.
And so if he did, he did what his daddy taught him on that one. I have to
That's right.
kudos to
That
you,
was
Anthony.
disrespect.
Kudos to you.
I was clapping. Yes, Anthony. Yes. Stand up, even though you mad because they was playing in your damn face. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? So it was crazy because all of that was a lie. And so and I don't
What part was
blame.
a lie? What
I'm talking
about?
about like I'm saying the whole setup, like all of the stuff, the dowry, the money, and where it was coming from, like all of this stuff that was going, and just I guess it kind of ticked him off. He was mad at them too. Like, okay, see, this is what I'm talking about. And the family don't even know what's going on. So you just was going squeal, you know, you just came because he knew what was going on, but not. the whole story. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why he got mad at Kate
Mm-hmm.
and Edwina, because it was kind of like he
Yeah,
was,
he was
well, Kate.
caught off
He
guard.
was
Yeah,
mad at Kate. He was like,
yeah.
"You'll use your sister like that." You know what I'm saying? Like, your sister, you could tell. He was like, "Not her," because you could tell.
He
She
was
didn't
innocent
even know
and
nothing
right.
about none of
Yeah,
this
she was.
stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
your mother and stuff. So it was crazy of Kate to do that from the beginning. That's what I was saying to just read my book last week.
Last week, right?
Like, you can't, you should not do that. That is so disrespectful
But
for
I don't think
Kate.
at that time though. We hadn't didn't
No,
know
no,
all the
no.
the intricate
I
details
was
though.
telling her, but well, you knew enough though.
Yeah.
I'm talking about before all of this unfold, you knew
Hmm.
enough because they was saying we struggled. They gave you a highlight of what happened. She ran off because they didn't want nothing to do with her. They discarded her. And so that's why I said, it doesn't matter, the parents disowned her. You know what I'm saying? So for you to, if y'all struggled all them damn years with no money and all that, why would you go to the hand that disrespect you and treated you like shit? She don't respect you or nothing without saying anything to the mother, is what I'm saying. Like, you should have, this should have been a conversation, and this should have been agreements with the person who's going to be trying to get married, and the mother, because that's shameful. And that was because that's what she said. Yeah, you came in for a handout. That's what she said. That's what the mother said to her. Oh, so you thought you was just gonna get my money and come out for a handout? That's when the mother was like, "What?" She said, "Oh, her father taught her well how to swindle people out of their money." Remember?
Yeah, that was ugly. A lot of that was ugly, but here's my take on the dinner. Uh,
Hmm.
Uh,
yes,
yeah. So
grandmama was horrible, a bitter
yeah.
old dowager.
Oh, so
Okay.
I'm listening
What?
to the part right now, and so the lady while they were at the the daughter says you cast me away, and all you wanted was a title. You wanted me to have some form of title, and then the mama say you're a fine one to talk, and when you come crawling back, ask trying to
Yeah.
rob us of our riches, and then she say riches. I don't want nothing. The mom said I don't want nothing from you. The mom did not know. The
No.
mom did not know. Kate did that. Kate did that. Now I'm seeing it, and I'm reading the captions. Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was saying but that's why I
No.
said she never
Wow.
told the mom.
Wow. Wow.
She
I,
never
I,
told the mom ain't know nothing about
mm,
nothing. And just read my book was saying, oh, so she just stupid and think where she thought the
yeah.
boundaries was
Yeah.
coming from.
Y'all had an hour debate about that.
But
Y'all
I
had
was trying to say, she's
Well,
thinking, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, just read my book because you weren't explaining. Go ahead about your part of the dinner.
okay. The
you don't want to
grandmother
talk
was
about that part
horrible.
no more.
No, she's about to explain what she thought about the dinner.
Right.
Yeah, of course the grandmother was horrible, but the mother, Kate and Edwina's mother escalated that. That could have gone off. It would have been uncomfortable, no doubt. And there could have been a way to break that up. But the mother escalated that. She did not have to go through, she didn't have to do all of that.
What?
I'm serious.
All
I'm
right,
serious.
I'm on mute.
I knew that. Look, I was prepared. I took a shot before I said it.
Ooh. Oh hell no.
She took a shot for you.
She did not have to carry on the way she carried on. It was the after
Mm.
all this time, and they're all
Did
feeling,
you
yeah,
hear what she
the
was
mother
saying?
was, you don't want to
Let me eat
ruin
my
your
Chick-fil-A.
daughter.
Did
Mhm.
you
You
hear?
don't. Yes, I heard
Listen,
what she said. What I'm saying is
and
there was a
remember, she don't know that they giving no money. She don't know they got
mhm.
anything to do with this. So to sit
Right.
there and take these slugs
Right.
Well,
that
I'm not
she's
saying that she
throwing,
should have taken the slugs. I'm saying that she did not have to add more fuel to the fire. There was a way to take some of the sting out of her venom without
She
it
was telling her
turning out
truth
the
though.
way that it did.
She was telling her truth, honey.
I'm
She
sorry,
was
she
telling her
spoke
truth.
her truth. You not
Yeah,
Hmm.
gonna
but
come
that
sit at
wasn't
the,
that
you
wasn't
not you this
Would you say that
wasn't the
wasn't the place at the
time.
time?
that
This
wasn't the
wasn't the
time
place
or the
of the,
place.
you not gonna act like you not gonna sit in front of these people telling no lies and all this on me
I
and without
no,
telling
no,
what
that's
your
not what I'm
thought.
saying.
I ain't arguing about.
Let's go.
Well, let
Let's
me,
go read my
cause
book.
yeah, cause just
I'm
read
done with
my
that
book.
one. Y'all
I'm
tell
gonna
me when
tell
we
you
get to
this.
the next one.
I'm gonna tell you this because just read my book full of shit. Just read my book. No damn well she wouldn't have sat at that. She wouldn't have sat at that motherfucking table.
The table
She
would have been. They say
the
shake the
table would
table.
have been
It would have been
turned the
shook.
fuck up. Yeah, that table would have been tossed up.
Right.
What?
Right.
That
Right, Gia.
table would have been tossed upside down.
Look,
Okay.
Gia.
Talk
You see how I read my book acting when she had a guest, right?
about,
So no, don't play. Just read my book like you gonna just tolerate some
I'm
shit.
going
No,
on mute.
You got to tell somebody else that don't know better, cause we have.
Really, I'm so serious. I am so serious.
Okay,
There
just
was
read my book.
there was
You say so, honey bunny.
I look, I knew. I said when I say this, this is going much better than what I thought it would. I
Cause I call bullshiggity. I call bullshiggity. Cause ain't no way somebody gonna be trying to sit here downplaying like I just ran off and I wouldn't let you see your granddaughter and you making up all this shit. No, you cut us the fuck off. You
uh,
you told us. No, it didn't happen like that. That's when she went off. Cause you sitting here in front of my daughters to be
future husband.
future husband, like I'm some kind of mother who's going to keep, you know,
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she said she gave her every opportunity to be around
E-
both of her daughters, and they chose
every opportunity, and you chose not to. You
not to.
said you didn't want to be no parts of
Yeah.
it, and now you sitting here acting like I kept your grandchild from you. And so
Hmm.
now you're not gonna have my daughter thinking I did that to her.
Yeah.
Hell fucking no.
Yeah, like
You're not
Sugarfoot
going
took
like
her teeth
I
and
did
ran
it.
with them.
Exact. You know what?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Like Sugarfoot took her teeth and ran off with them and hid them. Hmm.
what?
I was
You mad
literally,
for what? What you
I'm like
mad for?
oh
sugar
shit. Who's attractive foot soldier? Who's attractive? Sugarfoot? Wait, no. Oh, you said he. Never mind. Sugarfoot ain't a he. Uh, But I'm just saying. Um, I feel like that was a bit too much to sit there and
Yeah,
swallow. And these are my new in-laws,
love.
and
Right.
all of this, and now that was a lot that you were sitting there trying
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
sugarcoat like I kept my daughter away from you, and like
Yeah.
I all of this stuff, like y'all
All of a
didn't
sudden
just
now here you want to
disown
show
me,
up.
and
Now
then
when you
now
think
you
you getting ready to
showing up.
wanna, I don't want to be back in society because she getting ready to get stepped up to another level in society. Here you come
Exactly. Here
wallow in
you
your
come.
here you come with your
And
bags and your stuff
she
like
don't
you
know
want a place
nothing
to
about
stay.
right.
Oh girl, go
And
somewhere.
not knowing, that's why, and not knowing, you know what I'm saying, and not knowing, how are you not reading my comments? I am reading your comments, ain't they
We might
on
be
the
missing
thing?
some. Are you missing
First
something
of
from
all,
StreamYard?
Foot Soldier said, "Who is she?" earlier. I asked her, "Who is she? Who?"
Uh, Who is
Foot
he? She said
Soldier
he's
never
attractive.
asked. She never asked. Then now she just said, "He's very attractive." And I said, "Who is very
Hmm.
attractive?" And she talking about, "How are you not read my comments?" I said, "Who is he?" Your
Right.
comment on the screen. You know what? She just want to fight with me. That's all.
It's enough fighting going on already. If you watch, you
Exactly.
listening at the
Listen,
same.
just read my book. It's just not going to be wrong at anything. You know what this is about, right?
Oh
She
no,
is
you
not
This
didn't.
is
going to
about.
change
She
her
wanted to tell them.
stance.
She want to send them
So she
grandparents
going
back to Florida.
all the way.
Well, I'll be.
Going
Oh Lord
all the
Jesus!
way.
Well,
You want to
It's
send the
just
grandparents
going
back
to
to
be
Florida?
fun. I only see one comment, Foot Soldier. I don't see another comment before that one, baby. I
Are you
really
looking on your
don't.
phone,
you
Jill?
wait a
Yeah, I'm
minute.
on
You
my
I'm
too.
still
phone.
stunned.
Okay.
I'm still stunned.
But anywho, yeah, cause she trying to be funny. She know damn well she would have turned that damn table upside
So,
down. Boy,
mm-hmm.
she would have been in there like, oh hell no, you ain't gonna have my baby thinking that I kept her from you, and all of this other stuff, like I was just
Yeah,
being a
she
bitch.
could have
No,
gotten her point across effectively without becoming that emotional, and that it was so emotionally charged that it made everything escalate. It was already going to be uncomfortable. It already was, but I think she should have had better control.
yeah, okay.
She could
Just like
still
your
have
button, just
effectively
like your
communicated
buttons
her
kept
feelings.
getting pushed, like Kimberly said, and you snapped the fuck out. Yeah, because
Mm.
she was controlling herself. She was quiet for a minute. And the mother kept digging and
She
digging
kept saying,
and
"Yep,
digging
throwing
and
them
digging
darts."
and throwing, and she just kept going. She wouldn't stop. The father
Hmm.
trying to stop it. The people at the table all like,
Yeah,
doing
yeah.
all of this stuff, and the mother still kept going. Like I mean, enough is enough. Like she sat there quiet for a minute, and she just kept going and going
Well,
until
that's the thing. She didn't have to be quiet. She could have spoken, but just in a more controlled effort.
well, they ain't seen each other over 20, 30 years, okay? 20 years,
Right, which
whatever
meant it
year.
even
So
more so.
so that is already fire. So she's controlling herself for the sake of her daughter by just being quiet and saying, okay, I can get along now. I'm just gonna just go with the flow. You know what I'm saying? She already took the shot when I'm saying, mother, father, hello. You walk past, look like I wasn't even there. Okay, fine. I don't care. This is about my daughter. Yeah, she went in there, sat at the table. Like how much she has to keep just sit there and be a pretty
I didn't say
no,
she had to sit silently. She could
no,
have
I'm just
responded,
saying,
but
but
not like that.
it's hard. It's hard to not respond. Trust me, I'm speaking from experience. It's hard when
Mhm.
you already know where this is going. But to do that in front of you, she probably had more faith, like, okay, this is just that. She ain't gonna go on, you know. But the mother kept going. I'm talking about on and on and on. And
I
it's like
watched it.
it's kind of
I
like
saw it.
this. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And that's what the fuck she was doing. Because I'm not going when
Mm.
I punch back, I'm gonna come back. Because you already showing me that you gonna show your ass anyway. And no matter what I say, what I do, you gonna make me look like I'm wrong for loving who I love, choosing who I choose, and having a child and loving his child. You gonna make all this shit look wrong. No, you wrong as hell. I chose
I
love.
understand and
And
agree with
so
everything that you're saying. However,
she
it
turned
was
the
her
fuck up.
delivery. Yeah, and that's the part that
And the
I have
mother
an issue.
delivery was crazy.
Yes, it was. Still,
It's
she
still,
should
if
not
she was
have
calm,
taken the bait that way.
I'm
She
trying to
could have
say
still
this.
said what
If
she needed
she
to
was
say.
calm, if she was calm, it still would have went that way. It doesn't matter if she said it nicely. She still would have said what she said.
Yes, but without the yelling and the screaming and the carrying
But
on and
they
all.
wasn't mad. But do you think the room was mad because of the yelling? They were mad of the words that was coming out of that lady's
I
mouth.
know.
This
I
had
know.
nothing to, and she was going to say it regardless because it was not about you. I'm here for my granddaughter. Fuck you. That's basically what the grandmother said. She don't give a
And
fuck
you know
about your
what? And
feelings.
that would have been fine. Fuck you too from
Okay.
over there.
It
Did we
don't
get to
matter
the
if
love
she
scene?
screamed her. Okay,
From
it
over
don't matter if she cursed her out or not. She was going to definitely say what she said. But okay, so now Edwina, okay,
Finds out
we could agree.
that
So
she
she
doesn't have a
finds
diary.
out she don't have a diary. The mother finds out you done went to my parents,
Mhm.
depending on their money when, you know. Anyway,
Mhm.
we get sucker punch at this table, and me more. Because now I'm embarrassed. She said here,
Mhm.
it ain't your damn dirty laundry she putting out here. Or
Mhm.
not even dirty laundry. It's like the insult again as 20 years when I met your father. Like
Mhm.
this is coming back again. Like I'm getting disrespected all over again. Just old wounds being punctured about the man that I love, and now he dead. So that's even a triple whammy.
Mhm.
That I'm getting all this back. So now they find out Dwayne pissed. Anthony kicks their ass out. Everybody they move and she like, oh, now he's not gonna marry me. He's not gonna propose and all this other stuff.
Mhm. Yeah, she
And
don't. She poor Edwina. She just don't have a clue. She's so she. I mean, she have a clue now. She gets a clearer picture, but she still
right,
doesn't understand that Anthony and Edwina are in love with each other until
right.
they meet up in this room. Kate follows him out and said they go have a conversation in this library where their passion and they both reveal to each other that they care
Oh
about
Lord.
each other and that they
Yeah,
in love
yeah.
with each other. And he goes to tell her that he can't he breathes and he can't sleep and he can't eat and he don't want to marry her sister and be and
Right.
be dreaming of her and all of these things of that. And child, I said to myself, y'all just need to go on to the courthouse at this point.
Okay. Like it was just crazy. That moment
Just
was
go to the
crazy.
courthouse. Skip the queen and go to the courthouse and jump the
Yeah,
broom.
that was deep. He was like, and I cannot go through with this. And he at least he was honest. He's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Why every time I'm with your sister, I'm thinking of you with your
Mm-hmm.
face." He like
Yeah.
he was straight honest, and that's what hurt me that Kate still saying, "No, you got to go through." I'm like, "Girl,
Yeah, she
you
did say that
crazy."
first. She was saying that at first, but then they said breath. They kept breathing each other's breath
Breath
and
to
stuff and all
breath.
up on each.
Ugh,
She
ugh.
said she couldn't take it anymore. She said, "I do have feelings for you." You know, she told him she had feelings for him, and so
She said, "But
he
it
was like,
can't happen. It can't. This is not."
"Oh,
Girl, that sound
that was
crazy.
a."
That was
All right.
BS. Yeah.
And then
Look
the
at look
scene
at her.
cuts to, and then the scene cuts to the Feathertons, and they over there trying to figure
Oh
out why they didn't get
God.
an invitation to the dinner. They ought to be they. They find out what happened at the dinner. They ought to be glad they wasn't at that damn table. They
Child.
would have loved
Well,
that
that
though, because see,
wasn't a dinner.
they like taking them down a peg. You know, they like taking them Bridgertons down a peg. You know what I mean? That
Yeah,
would have been
but
right
that
up their
wasn't
alley
no
to see
dinner
that
for
mess.
that wasn't no dinner for everybody anyway. That was just for the wedding party.
Right,
Like,
right, right.
yeah. So yeah,
So
so they do that. What you said, just read my book.
I was ready. I wanted to talk about Lady Featherington and Cousin Jack.
Oh,
Honey, if
child.
which one
those
we
are not
at?
two peas in the pod, they are a perfect match for each other. There's some scamming, scheming asses.
Nah, she
Hmm.
worse than him.
Now, who they remind you of in the
She
YouTube
she
chat?
the one. Listen,
Come
she
on,
the
Kimberly.
one.
Come on, Kimberly.
Listen, she the one. He's telling her don't do it. She the one who's pushing him up to do all this bullshit.
Don't like imitate movies. I'll tell you, I see a whole bunch of
Wait,
Bridgerton
let
in the
me see.
YouTube streets.
No, wait, who remind you of
The Lady
the
Featherton and
Featherton?
cousin James, and how they scamming and
Oh,
manipulating the
child. I'm gonna
people to
be
try to.
quiet before I get cussed out. Cause you already know who, child. My name, child. You
I just see
already know.
similarities. I just see
That your name
similarities.
is Pamela James and you ain't seen Jack. That's
I ain't
it.
seen that. All I can say is it's more than two.
you you better start the counting. You better kick
It's
off your
more than
shoes. You're gonna need a few toes.
it's more than two. So that date, yeah, baby. When I say child, you a mess, Kimberly. Kimberly must be sipping over there. What you sipping?
No, some water, some Ozarka water, spring water.
She came on
And
here.
what?
That's
Mixed with
it.
She
what?
came, she came over here talking about teeth chattering under the damn couch and sugar foots and shit. I'm like, oh Lord. Kimberly said, "Bring it on, baby. The finale coming." Just read. Oh shit. Just read my book and catch her on that first. She on ha. So
Yo,
okay, so after that love scene, where we at now? Is that done with are we done with
well,
episode
they,
of
oh, you know what? I just wrote down straight. I didn't section off uh 5 from 6.
oh okay,
This
no, we
in
didn't
order,
talk
but they're
about
still.
we
I'm
after
up
that
to.
and Kate telling them to ignore the feeling and stuff. And then they go to the part with Queen Charlotte, with setting up the setting up the wedding and all that stuff.
Now you know my beef sector question for Queen Charlotte
And
that
she tried to
I'm gonna move
secretly
on.
expose Lady Whistledown. You remember that part? Yeah. Remember she tried to expose Lady Whistledown because she thinking it's
Oh, you mean when the queen was sending people out to tell lies to see how it came back?
Yeah, but you remember they were
That
following
scene?
they were following Eloise, and
Who
she
was
was trying
following
to
Eloise?
Are
her
we
her
talking about episode?
guards, her
We're
people,
talking
they
about
was
episode 6 now.
no, no,
Oh,
no. That's what it was when she was trying to expose her. Remember, shit, she was planning on exposing Lady Whistledown. That's what she was telling them to look,
Hmm.
to look into it and stuff like that. Cause she thinking, you know, she gonna find somebody. And then, okay. Other side. Oh, okay, yes. Remember Benedict with the school. I think that's it of episode 5, right? I could do the summary because it is my turn. Like, just read my book said last. So the summary of episode 5 is an unthinkable fate. The emotional tension between Kate and Shamar and Anthony Bridgerton becomes impossible to ignore. Even though Anthony is engaged to Edwina, both he and Kate are clearly struggling with their attraction to each other. After a tense dinner and several emotionally charged encounters, Anthony finally admits to Kate that she is the band of my existence and the object of all my desires. Despite the confession, Kate insists that they must ignore their feelings for the sake of Edwina and the family. Excuse me. Meanwhile, Queen Charlotte begins planning the royal wedding and secretly
mm-hmm.
tries to expose Lady Whistledown. Other side stories continue too, including Benedict exploring his art school life and the Feathertons dealing with the financial schemes involving Cousin Jack. Now, let's talk about the schemes that they're doing before we roll into episode 6. Now, is this the one with the mines, or is the necklace came in play already, or is that in episode 6?
That's
With
in
the
6, I
fake
think.
necklace. Okay. Well, I think the other one
Yeah.
was about the gold mines, and he got these people thinking got these gold mines with found the
Right.
diamonds and jewels and all this other
Child.
stuff.
Just a
Yeah,
liar. Just a
right.
scammer.
And then Benedict, he goes in there. That lady done convince him. He walk in with that artist, remember, and she was painting. She's
Mm-hmm.
actually the model, and she
Right.
paid. She done talked him into taking his damn
His
clothes off.
clothes off. You don't have to take your clothes off.
Clothes off.
They have a
And
good time.
okay, and now he done stripped and everything, and that goes off into that. So now we on see episode 6.
Okay, the first scene in episode 6, the queen is walking through her royal palace, and she's picking out all the foods and the hors d'oeuvres and the whatnots and the flowers and flowers and the peacocks that she wants to be at her event. And it's so strange to me. This is when I realized that this lady does coke. Do y'all see
Wait,
her?
let's
When did
pause.
she
Wait,
stop?
before let's
Oh,
pause.
okay.
Let's pause before
Now,
you
see,
get
there
there.
you go.
Now, wait. Let's pause before you get there. Now,
Okay.
it do start. Remember, they are. Don't forget the scene um, where, um, lady,
What's her name?
no,
Beverton?
no, Lady Victoria, and Dawn, what's her name again? Shit, our favorite girl,
Kate?
huh?
Eloise? Kate?
No, the
Oh,
lady,
oh, Downberry.
yeah,
Downberry.
Downberry, when she finally when she goes and apologize to Victoria, and they standing at that window.
Oh, is that?
You talking about when Lady Danbury and Lady Bridgerton had to talk to
Yes.
yeah. Lady Bridgerton was ticked with Lady
Oh,
Danbury.
she was pissed.
Hmm.
Oh, she
But
was
then
so
when they
pissed.
realized the jig was up, you see how they started laughing?
Well, she started laughing because that was the first time Lady Danbury actually didn't know what to do. She said, "I don't know how to fix this." Like,
Right. And they both started laughing. That I love that part. I said, you know what? Yep.
oh,
She said,
I think I skipped the part. Never mind. Shit. Well, no, I
Mm,
didn't, right?
yeah, he did. I told you I'm watching it as we speak.
That I
I'm
thought
slowing
that's
it
how
down.
it started off. Okay, but anyway, go ahead. So yeah, she picking up the peacock. Didn't and all that. Did we miss the part where her did we miss the part where her husband came in there? No.
Whose husband? The queen?
Queens.
No, I seen. I know
I
she
don't
told.
think we
I
got there yet, right? When she
yeah.
came in there.
Mm-mm.
Never mind. Never mind. I don't think. Okay, go ahead. So it's the wedding day, right?
Is it gonna be a wedding?
It's the wedding day. Yeah, for episode 6 is the wedding day.
Oh
So
yeah,
now the
yeah, yeah.
queen is setting up the wedding day. This is the big day.
Right,
Everybody
right.
mad. That's why I thought it started off that way, where
I'm
they had that talk, but I guess not.
no. When it's episode six starts, yeah. Episode six starts where the queen is walking through her palace. She's selecting all of her things that she's going to have for the wedding, and she made a specific statement to make sure that the part of the palace where the king is at is
Oh
blocked off.
yes,
I did take note of that, and I was like, oh wow, she don't want the king is never seen, but he has a mental illness, so I understand
exactly. And
why
she
she
don't
doesn't
want
want
nobody to know.
anybody to see him.
Yeah,
So
because
the
nobody knows the king is sick.
but there ain't nobody questioning that. They never see the queen. He never shows up in no functions, no events, no nothing. He never goes to the window and wave his hand like the Pope or nothing.
Storyline. They don't get deep into that
To
storyline.
the line, right?
And
It ain't time for that storyline.
right, they don't really get into that
Yeah,
about that, but we know that was
something's wrong with
hidden.
him.
It's
Right.
hidden that nobody really knows that the king is actually sick.
And nobody even questions it either, apparently, because you don't even hear nobody never say nothing. It's always about the queen and what she wants and keeping her amused and keeping her entertained.
I mean, I think they do, but they just cut out a whole lot. But you know why? Because they want you to
Mm.
watch the other versions of,
Right.
Queen Charlotte, and they want you to venture off and watch the other ones. But yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so the day the wedding starts, everybody is in attendance and present, and looks like it's going to be a lovely event. Even though uh, it, everybody they putting on to me they putting on a performance for the queen because neither one of them want to be with each other. I mean, you know, it just doesn't make sense to me. Why continue on with this Ferris when everybody knows that was at that dinner table that nobody has no money. The two people that's in love with each other, they know they in love with each other, and they done revealed it to each other that they in love with each other. And he went Edwina, she just walking around like I deserve to be married. I'm ready for married. I'm ready to have a baby. I'm ready to like never mind all the facts. She just
Right,
it's
because
like
she went off. She
she's on
said it's
cloud
because of
nine.
her. Yeah. She's just like, it's your fault. He's never going. marry me now. And like, what we gonna do? You know, if he doesn't marry me, it's your fault. But yeah. And then, so I think what I'm thinking, so she getting that together. Um, did they have the ball already?
No, they walking down the aisle. I'm watching now. They walking down the aisle.
Right,
Edwina and
right,
her
right. Because
mother.
it's the meta, it's the wedding. Yes. Okay, it's
Uh
the
huh.
wedding now. And they
So
walking
what
down
happens?
the aisle. Okay,
Yeah,
so
and then
now they at the wedding, they walk down the aisle and everybody they get there and he's looking at her, she looking at him like Kate looking at
Anthony.
Anthony looking at her. So they finally get down there. Look, you could tell the mother the Bridgerton Lady Bridgerton and Eloise is looking at each other like, you know, they
And
sitting there
Daphne.
with the drunk face. Yeah, they looking like this is some bullshit. They sitting there like this is crazy. So they sit there and they standing there. She get there. And he done faded out busy staring at Kate and the priest. He don't hear nothing that man saying. He don't hear nothing. She start playing with her bangles and shit. She getting nervous. It's all loud. And so Edwina looked back like, what the hell? Like, what are you doing? The bangles is cling, cling, cling. And then, and she's like, Anthony, huh? Huh?
Yeah, he fades out. He actually goes
He
into dreaming
said,
that he goes under dreaming that he's actually
yeah, he
marrying
was dreaming
Kate.
that it was
And
Kate. Exactly. She's like,
with a wedding
Anthony.
dress on and everything.
Oh, child. I said, look at this bull crap. And then that's when she started peeping when she dropped that bracelet. All hell broke loose
Mhm.
then. And he done snapped out of it, bent, hurry up and bent down to go pick up the bracelet. And they touched hands, and that's it. That was it. That's when Edwina noticed how they stared at each other. And she looked back and forth.
Mm.
She looked back and forth and was like, oh hell no. She's like,
Yeah, yeah.
and that's
Everybody's
when she
looking.
ran out. She ran out. She was like, no, this is over. She ran the hell out of the goddamn church. And they both standing there looking stupid. Everybody looking around like, what? The queen, like, what's going on? Oh, that was crazy. And the mother looked like, what is going on? She saw that look. She was like, oh, hell no. This ain't,
Hmm.
this is
Because they
it.
even
So
kind of
she,
they touched hands lightly and just
yeah,
hold each other's
yeah.
hands. They were so gentle. That was she was like, wait a
Child,
minute
and
now,
she
y'all.
saw how they was staring at each other down there, bent down there. You down there a little bit too. Pick that fucking bagel up and get your ass back to saying I do. Y'all down there too long. And that's when she caught the way they came up and she looking at them. She looked back and forth and saw the way they breathe and shit. She said, "Oh no, this is But that was good. I love the way she stood up for herself. When she ran back to the room, the mother was all hurt. Like, what's the matter? Um, I think Anthony went in there after her first, right? Or was it
Mm,
yeah,
mm.
just read my book stepped away. She wasn't feeling too good, she said. Um,
Oh,
yeah. Oh, I hope you feel better, boo. But yeah, that was some bullshit though. That was crazy.
Yeah,
I was like, that's
yeah,
embarrassing.
yeah. That was more embarrassing than the table was, to be honest. Because
It
now the
was.
whole
That
town,
was
even though it was a small, it wasn't like a big wedding like you would think for but it was still a big wedding. The prince, the queen was giving it, and for all of
right.
everybody to be sitting there, watching this unfold in front of everybody, it was very, very telling. But it really, Jill, can I be honest?
Go ahead.
Can I be honest? In my
Please
opinion,
do.
everybody knew that Anthony and Kate was in love, except for Edwina.
Edwina and the mother.
uh, they were walking around with blinders on. Edwina was like, "I'm
Yeah.
gonna get married, and I'm gonna have a baby, and we're gonna travel." She just thought her life was getting ready to turn into she had found
A
her
fairy
soulmate.
tale.
And bless her little heart. And
Yeah. That was
the
like,
deception,
yeah.
it was very deceptive. It just, I don't
Well,
know,
I
just
love it.
very.
She let both of them have it. You hear me? When they did finally talk, because I don't know who went in there first. I think it was Anthony. Um, no, it was her. And
Oh,
she
oh, this
went
is
in
when you
there
see
and
the
the
closet
mother.
scene. What did
Yeah,
you say
so
about the
she
closet
went
scene?
in, huh?
What did you say
So
happened when the
before the
closet scene?
closet scene,
Uh huh.
she went to the room
Mhm.
to talk
Yeah.
with her.
Right.
And so
Right.
she goes in, she goes to talk to Edwina, Kate does. And the mother was
Right.
like, huh. She was so disgusted with Kate.
Good.
And so, and then we
Kate
did
just tore
miss
her
something.
drawers.
Huh?
She just tore her drawers all the way around, didn't she? she just
Okay. She
she just
did. I
did
was
the
like,
most.
damn, girl, you done did that dinner thing. I mean, with the parents, grandparents. But so she went in there to talk to her, and she was like, no, you was too busy. You knew all this. Do you love him? And she's like, what? She was like, oh yeah, that was so hurtful. That part was so crushing. But she stood her ground, Edwina. Okay. She broke it down. She was like, no. And she was like, and she was like, this is not cool. And then she spoke to, I'm trying to think if she spoke to Kate first or Anthony, because she told him, and she was like, do you what you? I think she spoke to him first, and
Hmm.
she asked him. She said, "Do you love me?" He was like, he didn't he admitted so much like he don't love her, but they matched. They matched together, far as like, they love to read books and all
Hmm.
this other stuff. And she was like, huh, okay.
Uh,
She's like, that is not for me. She was like, how about what I want? That is not what I desire. He was like, and yeah, and all I desire. She was like, that's not my desire. That's your desire. I want to be loved. I want to. I
mm,
want you. I don't want to be together. Love my husband. I don't want to get married for benefits. Like no, just
mm,
for because she put his ass straight. She was like, so I don't know nothing about this. I'm not agreeing to none of this. She was like, and then anyway, she said, I think about it, and then I think that's when she spoke and she broke it down and she told her about herself. She was like, do you love him? And she was like, no,
yeah.
it's not. And it's
Yeah.
not like that. It's not. She said, do you love him? That's
You
not
love
what I
him.
asked
Hmm.
you.
Hmm.
And she was like, you, yeah,
She
but it
couldn't say.
was not at
She
first.
couldn't
She
say.
said, not at first.
Uh,
She said, that's it. You knew. You know, you did all of this stuff. Everything was for you. It wasn't for me. You keep saying everything you did was for me. No, this was for you. You wanted these things. You weren't doing it. This was the things that you dreamed of, the things that you want for you. How you putting this on me? I didn't ask to be put into this. You everything you doing is for the things that you want. You should have did this for yourself. You know, like this wasn't my dream. This wasn't what I wanted. So she kind of broke that down, which that was so sad. She was really, but she wasn't showing no remorse. She let both of their asses have it. And then that's when the closets, and then she ran out there, and that's when she saw him, and then she ran into the closet. So I think she did, and then she ran into the closet, and then, yeah, that was crazy. Then they was in the closet breathing again. When he went in there, she like, no, no, we can't do this. She was like, well, whatever decision I make is going to be for me. If I decide to marry him, it's not about you. It's for me. I'm no longer living for you or your dreams and whatever. This is my way. This is going to happen my way. But anyway, and then uh I think that's when during all of this was going on, I think that is when um Danbury and Lady Bridgerton was having that talk, and she apologized.
Yeah,
And
the queen
oh, the queen was
upset.
pissed.
Yeah, she was
Oh,
upset. She said, "Well, I got a failed marriage on my hands, and how am I going to recover from this?" She ain't giving a
yeah,
damn
you
about
know
their
she
love.
go.
She ain't giving a
She
damn about
sure
their love. She
did.
giving a damn about how it looks in the the court, how
In
they
the
look for.
newsletter, she said, "You know she write things. I write, and I just can't take Lady Whistledown's writing. It's hurtful." She like, this is you better fix this. And that's when Dear Barry broke down and was like, this is the first time I don't actually know how to fix. And then they both started laughing
Yeah,
after
they
she
like
got
a
uh
good challenge. And then everybody starts leaving the wedding, and Penelope, she's listening to all of what the naysayers are saying, so she know
oh
what she
yeah,
needs to
she was
write in her
getting it.
paper. She
Oh child, she was in everybody business. The statue, that damn Featherton daughter wearing that fake ass necklace.
right,
She
she's
like
imitating
it's
the statue.
heavy. Yeah, girl. She like it's heavy. When she put it on. Oh my god! I was like, I bet it is wearing that fucking fake ass iron metal shit. Yo, that
Girl,
shit was crazy.
they even had the
The
statues moving.
statues, the statues was real people, child. I said, Lord, you know, back in the day they used to do shit like that. I said, that is torture to have somebody standing out in that heat and
Okay,
shit with all
dipped
that
in
paint
gold,
and shit.
dipped in gold. The queen be going, she be
Child.
going overboard. She really be going overboard. You hear me? They got ice sculptures all over the place. It's a very beautiful. Let's talk about the scenery. The beauty,
Yes.
the design of these is so the even down to the food. It's always
Yes.
very detailed and uh sculpturally done and just
Yes.
very pretty. The dresses, the gowns, everything is the
Beautiful.
floor arrangements are so unique and very good art detail just in
It
every
really
aspect.
is.
Yeah.
It
That's
really
what's so
is.
appealing about the
You know
Bridgertons
who
too.
used to get on my damn nerves?
Who?
Ah, Lady Bridgerton, get your hands out that fucking food, child. Don't you notice every event she had to just put
She
her
eating
damn
something?
hands? Yeah, she digging her hands in there. I think at one scenery, one of her kids was like, "Mom, like, what are you doing?" She like, "Oh, they won't tell. They won't tell you digging in these people. They won't know. We will. Yeah, put your fingers all always digging in the goddamn food." Oh God, I'm like, Lord have mercy. So yeah, so I think so after that part, I think they talk
They,
to Edwina. They waiting for Kate. I mean not Kate, Edwina to come, make up her mind, her decision. And she they waiting for Kate to come and make up her mind. And Danbury trying to figure out what the hell they gonna do and shit. got they got peacocks and every damn thing out there. I'm like,
mm,
Lord have mercy. It is crazy. It was so pretty. They do, like you said, the scenery is beautiful. Okay. It was really, really beautiful. And I think didn't one of the what about that part when the cousin told Will, you know, um Will the boxer,
mm-hmm.
talk about what he said? Did we talk about that part? When he was like,
Uh-uh.
what would a boxer know what to do with a bar, a wine bar? And he was like, and he Will said, who's basically like, what would a fake ass mind know what to do with a mind? Because he knew he was full of shit.
Child.
Will knew he ain't had no goal and no damn minds and shit like that. He knew. But and then what happened?
I'm
I meant
looking.
to let me see.
Oh,
So then after that, I think they all, she was
they
telling the
they
daughter,
the
huh?
prince. Edwina does go before the queen.
Right. That's why I said I know she does go. Cause remember, because she wanted to the queen wanted to know what's going on,
When,
and she went in and she's all like, "Oh, you can have this one, you can pick this one." She like, "No." And anyway, she told her, they had to talk about love.
hmm and the queen.
That's
This is when the husband pops in.
Yes, that's what I was saying. I know the husband, and he come in there, but Edwina,
Look at
bless
all
her heart,
disheveled.
yeah, he thought they were getting married, him and the queen. He popped in there. Oh, my queen looks so beautiful. This is gonna be a beautiful wedding. It's gonna be amazing, and I'm gonna do this. He's thinking they about to get married. All of them
Uh,
looking around like, what the hell is
what's
going
going
on?
on
See,
with him?
right. So now they see what's going
Uh-huh.
on. The queen is frozen, honey. She is frozen, embarrassed. Now she thinking they about to get kicked out. She thinking because if he's not, able to, do his duty, they gotta step down. That's why nobody knew, what was going on with the king. He can't serve. So she's doing all the work. And they thinking that, the king is, you know what I'm saying?
hmm Oh, I'm listening.
It's
But then you see how
Edwina.
Edwina steps up
Edwina.
and
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. That was so beautiful how Edwina just was like, oh no, oh, all I see. She was like, oh, you see something, something. She was like, no, all I see is two people loving one another
Mm.
so deeply. That was so
That
beautiful.
very tell.
That was very beautiful what Edwina told. Um, that was a moment. I'm mad I don't have my notes because I wrote all of that down. That was so passionate and so for a young soul, you know. And,
Mm-hmm.
and she broke that down, and because all she felt was shame, and she could see it in the queen's eyes, you know.
Face right.
She saw
Mm-hmm.
her eyes, her face, and she was
Right.
like, and I didn't see anything, and I wouldn't tell
Mm-hmm.
a soul. Yeah, because
Right.
she was like, you know what? See, she was like, what did I see?
Mm-hmm.
And that's when she broke it down and basically let her know she wouldn't repeat that scene to
Right.
anybody. You know, she
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't never mention it to a soul. Rather, you
Mm-hmm.
know.
Mm-hmm.
And then the queen
Mm-hmm.
just was like, oh, okay. You know, like, woo. Well, she wasn't paying attention. Now she just ran after her husband now. Cause he
Yeah, that
all
was
just
really
shoveled.
that was very telling because he come busting in there, looked like he still had his pajamas on at the bottom and his
He
suit.
did. He did. He did. That scene was so hard. Oh my God. Oh my God. I felt so bad. I was like, oh my God. That, you know, and because like I said, you know, she would lose. So that was a big secret.
Mm,
Nobody knew anything about that,
right.
you know, his illness, because they wouldn't be able to sit on the throne.
Mm,
You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
And she would be displaced and
Mm,
no longer
mm,
be the
mm,
queen. The next would have to step in. You know,
mm,
the
mm,
children,
mm.
somebody would have to step in, and they have to yeah. So yeah, that part that was so touching. Everybody standing there like, oh my God. And that was beautiful. And the mother even said, you know, after that scene, and then I think they go in did it did they get in the tub yet, or is it after she
No,
meet
they hadn't got in the
Anthony?
tub.
Huh?
No, they hadn't got in the tub yet. Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. So after that scene, that was so
Okay.
touching, and the mother was telling her, telling you know, that was beautiful, you know, what you said to the queen, you know. And so because that broke her down a minute. Okay.
Yeah, it
she
did.
probably
That.
would have she probably would have locked all their ass in the dungeon. Cause that was her hint, like what you saw here today, you know. And
Mm,
she's like,
mm.
this could never. She was like, oh, I would never. So now I'm thinking, do they go back to? I think she
But you
meets
know what?
them.
Did you? I
Go
never
ahead.
seen the grand. No, so the grandparents didn't even show up at the wedding, huh? They
Hell
her
no.
grand after they got
Remember
put out,
when
they
they
had.
got mad? They said that. They said you will never get our money, and we don't want
Mm.
nothing to do with this and that. You thought you was just gonna take our money? And yeah, they weren't. They definitely
I
they
thought they would
definitely
still
wasn't
try to
coming
show up.
back.
I still thought they would probably try to show up so they could be back in society. Yeah, I,
Yeah, no, they said bunk you. We embarrassed you, and then the son-in-law done kicked us out anyway. We will not come and show our face so you can embarrass us some more. We out of here.
so the
And
next thing
then
they shows is Eloise. She scoots out from the nuptials that didn't take place and heads down to the hood to go have a
yes,
conversation
and
with.
you saw the guard follow her.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one of the guards. That's what one of the queen's guards follow her down
The
there.
si-
You know.
Mm.
because they
Mm.
think it's her. They think she's Lady Whistledown.
Lady Whistle down. Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. They think she's Lady Whistledown. Is that when she go down there and he got them books?
Books. Yeah, he get them books
Yeah.
and I give them to her.
That was a sweet scene too. That's why I said I had got ahead of myself earlier because
Hmm.
I ain't had the book. But that was a beautiful scene, you know.
Yeah.
And what else happened after that? Okay, and then I think after that, I think they meet at the Anthony and
And Kate
and Kate is at the church waiting for
church.
Edwina.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Waiting for Edwina to come in there. And when they go in there, she put them both in, tell them whatever, and that she's not going through with it.
Yeah.
And they both, and she left their ass standing there looking crazy.
Standing at the altar. But
Yes,
she left them both standing at the altar so they could have their own marital
exactly.
ceremony.
Yeah, she left their ass standing at the altar looking crazy. And they like, and he's like, what should we do? Something. She like, you go out first or something. I think I should go out first, or you go out
They
first or
end up
something.
kissing. They end up kissing in the what? They
Yeah, they did, but she was. That's what I'm saying. But before the kiss, she was
oh
like, "Oh, you leave out first, and he or something like that, because I don't want to be the one to have to explain it with the scandal on my back or whatever."
child.
And then they end up kissing, and
And that's when the
uh,
scene ends. That's when it end, that's when
yeah,
the show ends with them kissing.
yeah. So they end up kissing and everything. And then let me give a summary, a recap. It
Okay.
says the choice centers on Anthony and Edwina's wedding day. Before the
Mm,
ceremony, the
mm,
Sharma
the
family
shaman. Mm.
participates. Excuse me, participates in a traditional. Now my nose want to be my allergies acting all up crazy. Family participate in a traditional um Lord, and now my eyes haldi ceremony while Anthony spends time with his brothers. Oh, we forgot about that part
Oh yeah, they
because
do
he
go
was
to those
stressed
little.
himself.
Mm,
And they
as
was
he should
making
be.
fun. He was stressed out. The brother was like, he was like, "Oh, yeah, don't you want some oh God, I had wrote it down because he was making fun of him." Shit.
Not
He
Benedict.
said
Was it Benedict?
Benedict is crazy. No, not Benedict. That was
The youngest
Colin.
one. Colin.
Colin. He said some slick shit. I'm mad I misplaced my damn notes. He said some slick stuff. Benedict said, no, Bob, she wants some air. He like, yeah, I want some air. And so I forgot all about that. They did have that with his brothers. At the wedding, Anthony and Kate cannot stop looking at each other, and Edwina finally realized the truth. Anthony is in love with Kate. She hate
Mm.
she halts the wedding and runs from the altar, devastated by the betrayal. That was a big ass betrayal, child. After confronting both Kate and Anthony, Edwina decides not to go through with the marriage because she wants a relationship built on genuine love and honesty. Queen Charlotte is furious at the scandal, but Edwina earns sympathy after showing kindness to King George during one of his confused episodes. By the end of the episode, Anthony finally openly acknowledges his feelings for Kate, and the two share their first passionate kiss in the church. Now,
Mm,
this
mm,
was a really intense, like these two episodes was really intense for
mm,
real because they start they start all that breathing breathing
mhm,
and then the mingling and especially just the different moments, it seemed like
mhm.
everybody felt betrayed. You had
Yeah.
Penelope feeling
And
betrayed by
Eloise.
Eloise,
Right.
and then the mother, Mary feeling betrayed by Kate, and
Mhm.
everything, Danbury, Lady Bridgerton betrayed by Lady Danbury. She was like, yeah, I know I should have told you. I know I should have, but then,
Mhm.
so it was like, it was just
Yeah,
a
they should have
lot of
named that
betrayal
betrayal, right?
going. Yeah,
There was a
that's
lot
what
of
they
betrayal.
should
Mhm.
have. There was a lot of betrayal going on. And if you missed episode 5 and 6, please catch it because it was a lot of hot, steamy. Now, we know we stuck
Mhm.
on it was a lot of not as steamy as our previous couples.
You don't think so?
Simon
Yeah.
and Simon and Daphne? Hell no. Shit. Girl.
You
you
just saying that because
know.
Simon had Daphne touching herself.
Yeah, they was girl. That was it was too steamy. I'm talking about the intimate moments. You know what I mean? It was kind of like, and they weren't just breathing. They was kissing.
Right.
Okay? They weren't doing all that. I know. I know. Look what they was doing.
Uh,
Talk about, oh, I know. We can't because
mm,
uh Simon and Daphne was like, fuck this. Simon was
yeah, that
fresh.
yeah.
Simon said, I want them lips. Okay. Like come here, girl.
Yeah.
But it still was good. I think it still was interesting. You know what I
Yeah. They
mean? So
yeah.
I think it's a beautiful thing. It is really beautiful. And the way they're tied in. So I can't wait until the last finale, y'all. Next week is the finale, and then we'll take a week after that and get into season 3. But I can't wait to see, what happens because Edwina, it seems like I thought she would leave, right? I mean, what's gonna happen?
Yeah, she should be after all of that, she should be humiliated, you would think.
Right, because
Mm,
that's a lot of that's
mm-hmm.
it. So this is modes where a lot of betrayal in all these scenes was very, very much embarrassing. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, some deep embarrassments that, that's gonna be hard to put together. Even the queen have her embarrassing moment.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's kind of like, oh my God, now and then what will become of her if
Mm,
word gets out about, King George?
mm, mm,
Like,
mm.
get out and he's all happy, my love. I'm gonna make you you're gonna be a beautiful bride. And that was so calming the way the way because he will flip out in a minute.
Minute, right?
And Edwina just handled him so kind and gently.
Gentle, yeah,
And
she
he
did.
was like, oh, okay. Okay, yes, I'm gonna go and get ready, get some ready. He like, what? Because at first I thought he was going to flip out. Because he was like, what? What you talking about? First of all, who the fuck are you? But he didn't flip out. So that was sweet. That was sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
I
that
do.
was
I do. You know, you were asking about were they in the tub? That's in season. That's in episode 7.
oh
Oh,
shit. Sorry.
about
Damn.
because I'm watching that part now.
Oops. I don't know how far it ended. See, I think that's what happened. I was thinking about is that the tub scene? Because I couldn't remember.
Yeah, that's in 7.
Did because I did watch a little further. You know how you
Yeah.
sitting there and they keep going on, and so I and it went on. I couldn't remember if that was just the end. Okay, so that's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be, and that's even that's juicy as
Mm-hmm.
well. So I can't wait to get into 7 and 8. Okay. And I
Mm-hmm.
hope when y'all come, y'all have y'all little tea and wine, whatever next week. um, and get into it. And it's your turn next week, or is it just read my book's turn again?
To, it can be mine.
Which one? I don't know. I'm just joking. I'm mad. I lost my damn notes. That's crazy that I packed them notes away. And
that's
uh,
that's okay. Well, we made it through that one.
we
We made
sure
it through 5
did.
and 6, and we'll be starting on 7 and 8, which is you said that's the finale, right?
Yeah, that's the finale next Friday. Yeah.
That's the finale,
Yeah, so
and
and I'm gonna make sure I ain't gonna misplace these damn notes, okay? Because I felt all over the place. I was like, I'm telling the secrets and things. And just read my book had to go. She wasn't feeling too well, guys. So, keep her in good thoughts.
yeah, I
Her
hope you feel
stomach
better.
was
Just
hurt
read
and
my
feel
book.
better. Just read my book. And I know you can't wait to start your evening. It's a long 3-day weekend.
Whew.
Um,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna enjoy mine. My nerves is all over the place, child.
Oh, we
Uh,
was trying to get
yeah,
yourself packed and stuff.
yeah. And Jazzy had a little accident, so
No, I seen you posted. She got her
yeah,
driver's license, or what are your daughters?
yeah. Got a license and immediately got in an accident,
Shut the
child.
door, Jill. Oh,
Yeah, she's okay though. Um, yeah, thank God. Yeah. So my nerves all over the place. Yeah, I said 2026 has been hell. You know what I'm saying?
good night, foot soldier.
But good night for Soldier Boo.
Thank you
So
for hanging with
yeah,
us. I know we was doing the
we was
most up
all
here.
over the place. I know. Kimberly was trying to bring the brief set. She said, "Let's go, let's go." Just read my
Yeah, but just read my book. I was acting like I wouldn't have did that. I don't.
right.
She wouldn't have been that way. I was like,
I knew
we
she
done seen how
wasn't
you act
feeling
when you get
well.
somebody doing.
She blame it because she wasn't feeling well. I said, you full of bullshiggity because you would have turned that
They,
table over, honey.
right?
Ain't no way you gonna sit there. She could have said it another way. I said, no, one thing about just read my book. She is not gonna be wrong. So after that last week argument, she gonna stick to
Yeah.
her story. But I hope you have a wonderful. You got any plans this weekend? I know, right, Foot Soldier? It's just crazy. One thing after another. This has been, yeah. But
I'm
I have
sorry to hear that.
posted, yeah, I have posted at members only though. I ain't
Mm.
said
Oh,
anything. I did post at members only. But yeah, girl, I'm like, oh my God. But I'm glad she's okay.
good for her. Good.
And sheesh, I was like, Lord have mercy. But that'll be a story time later.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I hope you have anything planned for the weekend.
We're barbecuing and doing all the things, child.
Oh, are you the family coming over?
Yes, child.
Oh, I wish I was there. Shit, I need me a damn
Yes.
a damn hot sausage.
Yeah. So I
you
got to getting the grills and stuff out and doing it, child.
when you
I
doing
got to
it
finish
on
getting my yard together because all that stuff I hadn't pulled out like all the tiki torches and all the all my umbrellas and stuff they are already out, but it's just
yeah.
more work. That's all. You know what I mean?
It's
Just
gonna be
more work, but
good once
yeah,
you
but it's
get once
fine.
the family come
Yeah, it
through.
is.
And
It'll be fine.
are
Family
you go when you barbecue Saturday or Sunday?
Sunday we
Oh
barbecue because
yeah,
we off Monday too. So yeah,
exactly. Yeah, Sunday.
but
So yeah.
we'll start Saturday because some of my family will be over or out Saturday night and all Sunday morning. It's an all night, all day type of situation. You know
Oh
what I mean?
damn! Shit, I need to come to Texas. I miss those days.
Yeah, that's
I
how they
miss
do,
those
honey.
days. I know you're but be tired, but you got help. They ain't gonna leave you
Yeah. Oh
hanging.
yeah. Oh yeah. It's a family affair. Everybody got
Uh-huh.
they
Got
roles
they
to do.
part.
Ain't no. It ain't just me doing it all.
I know
I ain't
that's
doing.
right.
Them days is over with.
I
Where I
know
would be doing
that's
all the
right.
cooking and stuff.
What
Mm-mm.
you said, I'm about to pass this damn torch
Yeah, oh yeah.
completely.
Oh yeah. Everybody know how to make potato salad, baked
That's
beans, and
right.
cook some greens and stuff. Everybody know how to do something,
That's
and that's the
right.
way it has to go. Because I used to would do everything, you know what I mean, and make all kind of
Hmm.
hors d'oeuvres and set up trays and you know all
Yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah, that's a lot of work, baby. I
Yeah.
can't wait until I get settled, shoot. Cause once I do relocate, I ain't gonna have to do nothing. I'll be at my god sister's cousin house, okay?
Mm.
Cause he
Oh,
does
okay.
everything every year. And
Oh,
I was
right.
like, and I'm gonna make sure I'm the last to show up because that's all they talk about. We can't wait till you get here. I ain't gonna be in no damn kitchen. You got me. I bet y'all can't wait until I get there. I'm gonna be the last one to show the hell up.
You show it with your plate, huh? With your
You
plate. That's what.
damn right.
Because that's how my family do. Honey. They already come with they to go containers. Even though I have
Uh-huh.
all that kind of stuff to go containers and extra
Uh-huh.
plasticware and stuff like that. But they they remember when we before when before people had a little bit of means they would come with their plastic bags and they could go.
Shit. We did listen, we used to do the same thing, family come with our own little
Uh-huh.
dishes and stuff. Cause look, everybody be wanting to carry. Listen, I ain't trying to have no mess everywhere.
Oh
You
yeah.
know how you put the stuff on the paper plate, then you trying to sit it in the car and
Right.
packing the bags, food trying to slide everywhere. So we bring our little Tupperware. Everybody do that when the family we go to each other's house. Everybody bring their Tupperware. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, have a wonderful weekend, Kimberly.
I
I know
will.
you're going to enjoy it, eating all that good food. And look, just take a picture of the plate for me
Oh,
and
okay.
post the plate. So
Oh, I will. I surely will. I
I
surely
need to
will.
get all right and enjoy. Don't work too hard, honey.
I'm not, honey. I'm gonna try not to let them work my nerves, child. My cousin-in-law is coming. He gonna set up his DJ stuff, so the
Uh,
music will be all playing. And my neighbors, they be playing music too, so it's my back people that's on the back of my fence yard back there. They music
uh,
be so loud too, cause they got surround sounds outside in their backyard. So
oh shit! Look, it don't need to, no need to have music. Somebody play
yeah.
right. One of us play. Shit. That's
So
one of
anyway,
us
I'm looking
play.
forward to
That's
because we
good.
really hadn't had a chance to. This will be our first summer event, so
Oh, okay, okay. So y'all going to enjoy it, eat well. I guess I better get my butt up, and I ain't think about. I don't feel like after
yeah.
that. Yes, I don't want to do nothing now. I'm like, I guess I'll cook something here and just call it a day. I don't feel like
Doing a whole bunch. Oh, that's
no.
understandable.
Yeah, and
That's
she got to work anyway, so
well, as long as
both
she
of them.
wasn't hurt or injured and nobody else was.
Nope,
I'm look.
nobody was injured, thank God.
Yeah,
So that was a blessing. So yeah,
absolutely, absolutely.
but yeah, I'll, yeah, that's another story. But yeah. Ah, I'll give you. I'm saying, but I'm thankful she's all right. So you have a blessed one. Thank
Okay,
you
I'm gonna
for
drop down so you
joining
can
me
close your
as
show out.
always. I appreciate you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have a great night.
You too. Thank you. Just read my book. I appreciate you as well, honey. Thank you so much, you two ladies. Y'all always come through. And I truly, truly always have a blast. And I should have knew once just read my book said once she said she you know, that the mom was calm, that she wasn't feeling herself. Quite herself. But just read my book. Thank you so much, honey, for pushing it through because we made it through. Feel better. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I will have game night tomorrow. Um, I think I'm gonna push the time back a little bit or to like 4 or 5. So we will be playing games tomorrow over at Jill's Comfort Zone. But with that being said, have a wonderful Memorial's Day weekend. Be safe, please, please, please. Watch the kids with the fireworks, around them hot grills. Enjoy time with your family and friends and have a blessed, blessed weekend. Until the next time, y'all. We'll see y'all next Friday for the finale of season 2 of Bridgerton, episodes 7 and 8. Stay blessed, and I'll catch y'all later. Later, y'all.